Harambee! Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic. And maybe you will also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, the ODM Central Management Committee, the highest decision-making organ of the party, held its first meeting after the burial of Raila Odinga. The meeting was chaired by the new party leader, Oburu Odinga. Edwin Sifuna, the Secretary General, also attended that meeting and read the resolutions of the party. And one of the resolutions which Edwin Sifuna read was the commitment by the party to work with William Ruto's government until 2027. I'm coming back with that analysis later. But something also happened yesterday, which in my view, I think is the new demands which ODM party is placing to William Samoei Arap Ruto. ODM party is demanding the position of a running mate in 2027. Whether William Ruto will agree to that or not is something which I can't tell. But Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki is finding himself in a very tight corner. In this video, I want us to talk about the new demands by ODM party. Before we do that, for those who are watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing I keep on repeating on this platform, that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. I want you guys to listen to this statement here by none other than Abdul Somad Nasir, who is emerging as one of the strong voices amongst the deputy party leaders in ODM party. Listen in very keenly to what he's trying to say.
I don't know about Gladys, whether she's comfortable being the governor of Homa Bay.
Would you propose her name?
Would I propose Gladys to be the deputy president? Mm-hmm. I mean, before even proposing Gladys to be the deputy president, first of all, I'd have a sit down with her and ask, are you interested in being the deputy president? Mm-hmm. You know, there are many people. I mean, this is a party that the current crop of leaders who are there are so many people who can be able to.
If she said, yeah, I'm comfortable.
If she said that she's very comfortable, we'll bring it to the Central Committee and do exactly what it is that we were taught to do. Discuss it internally first and not commit the party before anything else. We will discuss it internally, fathom all the options that are there, weigh it out, ask ourselves, is there someone else who'd make equally a deputy president, in the cost? Maybe they'll say, why don't we bring on board Hassan Ali Joe? So Luonyanza would say, why don't we bring in Gladys? So probably, I don't know, I say, why not Orengo? Probably, why not Simba Arati? Why not Northeastern? And we say that, we have Jir, who has been governor long enough. Why not him to be the deputy president? And then options would be weighed out. Baba believed that should we have this, should we have that, should we have this? And then numbers would have to play out. How many numbers is this one bringing on board, and what are the values that this person brings on board, and everything else. So there's many issues that are going to be there.
What I'm hearing is that for the first time,
but Gladys has not told me that she's interested. You mentioned.
Ladies and gentlemen, that question was about the running mate slot. And if you paid very close attention to what Abdul Somad Nasir is trying to suggest, is that ODM party has capable leaders who have the ability and the qualification to serve as the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. The fact that Abdul Somad Nasir can entertain that talk means that ODM party is going to place that demand to William Ruto. Why will ODM party put that demand of a running mate to William Ruto. Number one, in my view, I think it's a strategy to persuade the base, the ODM support base, to support William Ruto's bid in 2027. Let me ask you this question. Why should ODM party support William Ruto's government in 2027? Because according to the broad-based government, they are supposed to work together until, and Raila made this very clear, until 2027. Then during that period, they'll make a decision whether to support William Ruto's re-election or to produce a presidential candidate. Of course, I know, or I believe ODM party will not produce a presidential candidate. But the truth is, for them to persuade their bases, they must give a justification why they should support William Ruto. Because without the support of ODM party, I doubt if William Ruto can actually be re-elected again. Because the mountain is gone, the narrative is gone, the government is not doing badly in terms of communications. So for me, they want to use that to persuade their supporters to support William Ruto. The truth of the matter is that Edwin Sifuna and Babu Owino are very popular today. Why? One of my friends, Oscar Dunga, just texted me a few minutes ago that, Lee, if Sifuna leaves ODM today, then he will leave with a half. Why are even people thinking like that? It's because Edwin Sifuna and Babu Owino are opposed to the broad-based government. And majority of ODM supporters are still opposed to the broad-based government. So the truth is, they want to use that to persuade their supporters. Number two, politics is a game of numbers, real or perceived. Why was Rigathi Gachagua removed from office? Rigathi Gachagua was removed from office because he was a proponent of numbers, shares. There is no way you can expect ODM party to support William Ruto with all their numbers, for nothing. That Ruto is just promising them this slot. They must lay claim. But for me, if our ODM party had not used the office of the deputy president, because Ruto proved that that office is actually useless, Uhuru proved that that office is useless. When Ruto was the deputy president, he was only strong because of his personality. Otherwise, that office was rendered useless. We saw how Ruto operated with Rigathi Gachagua as his deputy. Within 2-3 days, he was out of office. So ODM cannot claim that office because they can claim that office, then they go for an election, help Ruto win the elections. Then after winning the elections, the first agenda on the table is to remove the ODM deputy president. What will they do? They'll do zero. They'll do nothing about it. But I think ODM is laying that claim because they believe that their numbers matter. They believe that William Ruto will depend on them. So even if they want to get it, just like I was trying to say, if I were them, I would not claim that position. I'd lay claim to certain positions in government. The finance, those key dockets. Number three, I think ODM is also trying to lay claim to that position as a strategy for their political survival. Let's face it, the death of Raila Odinga left a huge gap in the ODM party. The other truth is that a deputy president can only be one at a time. What does that mean? It simply means that if ODM party were to produce a deputy president and they agree that, okay, it's Gladys Wanga, or okay, it's Oburu Odinga, or let's say Simba Arati, or maybe Edwin Sifuna, because Ruto can easily pick Edwin Sifuna as the running mate. In fact, at some point, someone was telling me that according to Raila's plan, he was keeping Edwin Sifuna on the other side so that he can use Sifuna and make him Ruto's running mate in 2027. I don't know how true that is. But the thing is, for their political survival, they need that running mate slot. So that that deputy president would automatically become now the leader of ODM party, post Raila Odinga. In fact, the choice of that running mate, even if Ruto were to agree to it, is going to be one of the bitterly contested positions in ODM party as we speak. Number four, I think they are also heeding to the pressure from their supporters. ODM supporters are asking several questions. You want us to support Ruto? For what? Ruto is unpopular. We can produce a president. Why not run? They also believe they cannot win. They are not prepared for the presidential bid in 2027. So the pressure from their supporters is actually what is forcing them to now engage or put this demand on the table so that they can go back to their supporters that, ata mukia, using Raila's own words, ata mukia pia ni nyama. And number 5, which is my last point, I also believe that it could be a strategy to raise their stakes. Ruto can say, okay, I'm not going to give you the running mate because already I have Kithure Kindiki and you're working so well. So there is no need of interfering with that. But instead of the deputy president, this is what we are going to give you. We are going to give you A, we are going to give you B, we are going to give you C, and we are also going to add you D. So their negotiations is going to be raised a bit. And lastly, I think they're also taking advantage of the fact that William Ruto is now depending fully on the support of ODM party. If ODM party were to tell Ruto that we are exiting this coalition and they agree, that would be the end. The truth is, the death of Raila Odinga has affected William Ruto, in my view, more than any other individual in the Republic of Kenya. Because William Ruto now doesn't know how to manage, how to deal with ODM supporters, how to deal with the ODM as a political party. I know he's going to attempt to manage the party, but it's going to be very, very difficult. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.